Today we'll start the discussion of second unit. In the first unit, we had seen some basic details related to the Arduino board as well as programming concepts related to the Arduino. And in this second unit, by using the basic concepts of Arduino programming and Arduino, we are discussing about the interfacing of various sensors, actuators, and communication devices to our Arduino board. So before going to the interfacing, first we'll see that what is a sensor and what are the properties of the sensor and what are the various sensors are available in our market. First, sensor. Sensor is nothing but it is a device which detects or measures the physical property and it also records a response to that physical property and they perform some input function by sensing or feeling the physical changes in the characteristic of a system with respect to the different input conditions. For example, the temperature sensor, it converts the heat into a electrical signals. Some of the features of the sensor are, the first one is it is only sensitive to the measured property. For example, the temperature sensor senses the room temperature and it is insensitive to another properties. That means the temperature sensor does not bother about the light or the pressure while sensing the room temperature. The third property is it does not influence the measured property. For example, the temperature sensor only simply it measures the temperature. It does not reduce or it does not increase the room temperature. And there are various types of the sensors based on the output it is giving and based on the data type. Based on the data type, we can classify the sensors into two types. One is the analog sensor and another one is the digital sensor. And based on the data type, we can categorize the sensors into scalar sensors as well as vector sensors. First, we'll see that what is analog sensor and what is digital sensor. Analog sensor produces a continuous output signal or voltage which is proportional to the quantity on which we are measuring. So that means it gives some certain range of the values. In general, most of the analog sensors gives the values from 0 to 1023 and digital sensors produces only two binary values, that is either 0 or 1 or high or low. Next, scalar sensors. Scalar sensors produces the output signal or the voltage which are generally proportional to the magnitude of the quantity being measured. For example, the temperature of a room can be measured by using the sensor only with respect to the temperature changes and it is irrespective of its direction. Whereas vector sensor produces the output signal or the voltage which is proportional to the magnitude, direction as well as orientation of the quantity. So the scalar sensors, the outputs are depends upon only on the magnitude. But in the vector sensors, the outputs are depends upon the magnitude, direction as well as orientation of the quantity on which we are measuring. Sensors which measure the physical quantities such as sound, velocity, acceleration, orientation are referred as vector sensors. Now we'll see some sensors which measures these particular physical properties. The light dependent resistors, that is LDR, are the photodiode which measures the light. The thermocouple thermistor sensors measures the temperature. Strain gauge pressure switch measures the force. Potentiometer encoders Output optocouplers measures the position. Reflective optocouplers Doppler effect sensors measures the speed. Cotton microphone piezoelectric crystal measures the sound. Liquid chemical sensor gaseous chemical sensor measures the physical properties of chemical reactions. Now, these are some pictures related to some sensors. The first one denotes the pressure sensor, which measures the physical property of pressure. Similarly, this ultrasonic sensor is used to measure the distance between the object. It is a tilt sensor which varies the output depends upon the orientation. That means it gives the values in terms of x, y and z. Similarly, we can detect the motion by using this infrared motion sensor, and this is a temperature sensor which is used to measure our room temperature, and this is a camera sensor. These are the some pictures of the sensors. In the further lectures, we'll see how to interface the various sensors to the Arduino. Thanks for listening to class.